Hey YouTube, welcome to the next part of the Wizard101 walkthrough.
I never would have guessed it. You found all the books. They'll be safe with me. Here, take this with my thanks.
Alright, so we got all the books and we just returned them to Henry over there. All the books from Marleybone, so we're done with that. Let's go ahead and now talk to Ambrose after defeating Maoyardi.
Malastair has the Croconomicon and said he was going to Dragonspire? This could be trouble.
And we get the Plague Spell, which is a pretty good card. And now we have another quest from Ambrose.
If Malastair is headed for Dragonspire, he'll need the Spiral Key, and only the Emperor of Mushu has it.
The headmaster hands you a glimmering spiral key.
Here, take this Spiral Key and use it to travel to Mushu. When there, you must warn the Emperor not to let the Dragonspire Key out of his sight. The fate of all the worlds is at stake.
Alright, so we have a quest to go to Mushu. We're not going to do that just yet. We have to go ahead and defeat a Cyclops. Obviously, I cut the battle out. We've seen a ton of these Cyclops battles in the earlier parts. So, got the Cyclops. Now we need to talk to Cyrus Drake. So, let's go ahead and talk to him.
Ah, the Cyclops monocle for Marla's report. It's too bad some of the information in her report was incorrect. She mentioned Grub, which is a myth. I, of all people, know it's a myth. She gets a C. This conversation is over.
And Cyrus Drake seems pretty harsh there, but he has, we're not going to take that quest that he has just yet. No, not in the next part. Definitely not in the next part. Sorry, I'm just trying to go back into Nightside here. And here we go, and let's talk to Marla.
What? He gave me a C? He thinks it's a myth? I'm pretty sure he's wrong. We must prove Professor Drake wrong. I hear it is dangerous, so you may want to bring some friends along. Meet me inside and we'll get the proof we need.
Alright, so Marla's a little mad there.
You must enter the Sunken City to find me. Beware, it is a dungeon, much different than the real world. There are some rules you should know. Only 4 wizards at a time can be in a dungeon. These areas are full of danger, so choose your friends wisely. If you dare to enter, you can go home to get more mana and health. But if everyone leaves the level by logging out or using the exit, the level will reset immediately and all your progress will be lost. You can replay this area time and time again, gaining additional unique loot. Now, enter if you dare.
Alright, so this is actually just like supposed to be the first dungeon in the game that you're available to go into, so that's why it had all those rulings, gave you all those rules about people leaving and stuff. So and I saved this dungeon on purpose for an event like this. That's why I haven't done it in the earlier parts. So right here I'm just showing you a little bit of the sub meetup, all the people that were there. So seems pretty cool, I guess. The amount of people showed up. I'm not sure as far as when the next sub meetup will be, but don't expect one anytime soon. Remember, I'll be trying to do one at the end of each world if I can, depending on the world, because some worlds don't have too many dungeons at the end. Some do, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have one for the Mushu, and I'll probably definitely have one. I'm not sure about Grizzleheim, actually. And I'll talk about Grizzleheim and Mushu and my plans in this video as soon as we enter the Sunken City here. So, I actually just forgot to cut this part out initially. I decided just to leave it in, just to let you guys see what exactly kind of went on and how I selected people and giveaways and stuff. So, yep. I believe we're about to go in right now. Yes, we are. You can see this video is 30-something minutes long. I believe 31 or almost 32. That's because I do the whole Sunken City in this video. So I was initially going to cut it into 2 parts, but I decided, 30 minutes. It's a little long, but it's manageable. So I decided to go ahead and do that. And Marla said she'd meet us in here, and yes, she did. So there she is. There's Marla. And now we have to go and find the magic item within the tower. And the cool thing about Sunken City is they nerfed it. I'm not sure if you really call it a nerf, or they just fixed it. Basically what happened is, before, when you entered the dungeon, the enemies that first spawned in the beginning, they drag you in even if you were on the sidewalk. So you'd get dragged in really easily, and some areas it was impossible to not get dragged in. Like,
what? You've come to steal our book? Sisters, let's give this wizard a lesson they won't soon forget.
And that wraith right there rudely interrupted me, but as I was saying, it was some of the battles were on the streets were undodgeable, and right here I speed a lot of these battles up that are not bosses, because these guys are really low HP, because these enemies were meant for the first, you know, like the lower levels, I should say. So I'm definitely not gonna leave in all the. I even cut a battle out later on. Cool thing is, it's like it's a tower in a dungeon, so that's pretty cool how they did that. A lot of death enemies in here, so if you are a death like me, you might want to pack along some prisms, or unless you're planning to just use some other school spells. Anyways, a couple things I wanted to talk about. First of all, I know I didn't upload a video for a while now. I'm making this on the 14th. I haven't uploaded in about, I believe, 2-3 days now. I've been incredibly busy, so the everyday video thing didn't plan out. It's going pretty well. You know, obviously I missed these past couple days, but overall it was going pretty good. I think what I'm just going to try to do is just have 31 videos in total for the month of December. So it'll be like there was one every day. Again, I'm going to try to get out more wizard videos, because I see the support on the videos. You guys really love the wizards more than really anything else. So I'm going to try to get those out as much as I can. It is hard though, but good thing is, you know, Christmas break. I just have this next week of school, and then, you know, there's a break. So I'll be able to make a ton of wizard videos for you guys, as well as, you know, pirates and the crossfire that come along with it. So another thing I wanted to mention while this battle keeps rolling on. Actually, no, I think, yeah, this guy kills him right here. Nice little meteor from him. Finish off this battle. So, got a bunch of useless stuff that we're just gonna sell. 75 experience points. Treasure cards, cheese broccolis, you know, the usual drops. So, also leave the walking in here. So, like right there, those wailing wraiths, they would drag you in if you went. Even if you're on the sidewalk, they would drag you in. And I'm not sure when they changed it. I remember them changing it too. Again, I've been with this game almost since the beginning. I wasn't a beta tester, but...
Wow! This is the Tome of Decay! The power invested in this book will cause the ropes to rot and the gate's portal to open. Take the Tome of Decay to the gate and the portal will open. After it opens, I'll run up ahead and meet you.
Alright, so... yeah, like I was saying, I didn't play Wizards when it was in beta or anything, and right here... I actually do believe we get dragged in by these guys. Yeah, I see my, like, a couple of my teammates get dragged in, and I'm trying to be all smooth about it, and, yeah. Yeah, that didn't work out. The Wandering Spectre would hear none of that, and dragged me in as well, and I cut this battle out, because no need to show it. It's just a little mistake here where we got dragged in. I'm telling the guy, Blaine, that got ahead, don't kill anything, don't kill the boss, because I need it in the video. Or else, you know, I'm going to have to, like, redo that certain part or something, and then just add it on later myself, so... okay, I cut the battle out. Luckily, he didn't kill anything.
Have you come searching for a way through my gate? Ha! You will not have my scroll. Instead, you will have pain and despair. Prepare.
Alright, so... now there's a boss here. Obviously, I'm not speeding up. I don't speed up any boss battles. We have Paulson, and that's cool because that's you could say my name. A lot of people, not a lot. Some people call me Paul. Paul was originally what my name was intended to be. But yeah, my name is Pavel. For any of you that are wondering. Again, this channel is run by 2 people. I am Pavel. Rockney is the other person, so I do the Wizard101. He does a lot of other things. So as far as interesting drops, he doesn't have really anything. You know, the only thing notable, he has some graves that he drops in a Sunday, which is pretty ironic. He drops 3 graves, an arched grave, a pointed grave, and a slanted grave, and then he drops a Sunday. That's pretty cool. But yeah, a lot of these bosses, except the final one, have really no interesting drops at all. So, the only reason you'd farm this dungeon is really for the final boss. Now let's get on to the second thing I wanted to talk about, and that was the occasional black screens you guys might see in my videos. And I know you guys always leave comments, why is there a black screen at this certain part? And I know I noticed them myself too after I upload the video, and I'm like, what's going on here? There's 3 reasons why this happens, alright? The first one I fixed, so I'm not gonna even go over it. Now the other 2, so what's it called? I use Fraps to record, and Sony Vegas and Fraps, apparently they're not the best of friends. So sometimes, even when I do just a commentary right now, before I even render the video out or anything, you know, I get like some random black screens and stuff. Now, that's not really that bad, and all you need to do there is just save the video, the file, just save it, close Vegas, and reopen it, and it should be gone. That always fixes it. So now, this other reason, which I just recently found out, I want to give a little thanks to Miracle, which is the guy I do the pirate walkthrough with me, because he didn't, he led me on to it. He gave me like a clue, I guess. But what happens is if I nice Firezilla right there, by the way. I don't know who that was, but I believe it was that the Alexandria, I believe, with the polymorph. But what happens is when I go to render a video, if I minimize Sony Vegas, like have it running in the background, sometimes those black screens pop up. So that's really the main cause, because if I notice a black screen before I render the video, what's it called? I just save the file, reopen it, and there's no black screen. So what I'm just gonna do now, obviously, I'm gonna test this out, make sure this is the theory. I'm gonna leave Sony Vegas, you know, what's it called? Not in the background. Like, I'm just gonna leave it rendering, not have any other programs opened or anything. And I'm gonna see what exactly happens. So again, it's not like I get the black screen every video, but it is annoying when I do get it, because it usually lasts for at least a minute or 2. So, and that could be, I guess, that could definitely be frustrating. As you pick up the nightshade right there with the mushroom, it's pretty cool. And I still have like this phobia of getting dragged in, because, you know, back when I played, they still had all these problems with the dungeon. I don't want to say it's a problem when you got dragged in. So I just like glued myself to the sidewalk here. Obviously the EXP here isn't too great. Again, this was a dungeon intended for lower levels. So I'm not even sure what level we are in this video. But so that's the another thing that I wanted to talk about. And you see, I think that was Blaine that got dragged into something. He's just like, I'll just quit out and teleport, which is the recommended thing to do if you have a group of friends with you. And that was a nice little rhyme right there. So all those question marks, because people are getting there before me. Yeah, that was Blaine. He just teleported. Now we need to collect the skeleton key, and it's just right across from here. So, and there's one other thing I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and share after we get into this room.
The living. We cannot allow you in here. Master Norton would have us banished into the void if we let you gain entry.
Alright, so I actually cut this battle out. I'm not sure why, but I did. And this one I'm going to speed up. Nevertheless, the last thing I want to talk about is Mushu and Grizzleheim. Now, this is, I don't know if you guys were thinking about it, but back when I made my video on, oh my gosh, I can't remember it anymore. Let me check right now. I believe it was like, you know, what should I do next? It was like Wisteria, Marleybone, or Grizzleheim, or something like that. I believe those were the options that I gave you guys. I can't remember off the top of my head. let me check. But it was that video where I asked you what did you want me to do next, and then I combined all the votes. Where is it? Let's see. Yeah, I can't find it. Let me just try to search it up now. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, so it was that video. I believe you guys voted for like Marleybone or something, which is the next thing I did. But now I'm at that dilemma again between Mushu or Grizzleheim, and the problem with that is what's it called? If I go ahead and do Mushu first, I'll be extremely like over leveled for Grizzleheim. Like I'll just blow past everything. I don't know if that's entertaining to watch or not. The other thing is though, if I do Grizzleheim, I can't finish all of it because I believe you need to be like level 50 or something to get through all of Grizzleheim. So, you know, and it's gonna be kind of awkward. You know, I'm doing a world and I stop halfway through it because I can't finish it because I don't meet the level requirement. So I actually already decided this question. I don't need you guys' votes. I am going to go ahead and do Mushu first, and the reason for that is I hopefully will be level 50, hopefully by the end of Mushu, or somewhere near there. And then I'll do Grizzleheim, and I'll try to complete all of Grizzleheim, and only after that will then I go on to like Dragonspire. So, and another nice meteor right there to finish off the battle. So that's what I'm gonna do with Mushu and Grizzleheim. Right here, I don't know what happened.
You are here for the key to Grubs' keep? What makes you think you are worthy to meet him? He's building an army of undead, and soon we will rule the world. You can't stop us.
Alright, so Grub got his little minion guys there doing his dirty works.
He's building an army of undead,
and right
soon
there,
we will rule the world. You can't stop us.
Got the same text bubble just because now I walked upstairs. Again, no interesting drops for this guy. He drops the same graves as, what was it, Paulson, I believe, drops? Yeah, so no crown items, nothing like that. So no real reason to farm this guy either. So he does not have weakness also. He is balanced, but the weakness is not this early in Wizard City, so yeah, so that's my plan for Mushu and Grizzleheim. You know, and also another thing is at level 48, Death gets an attack all spell. So, and you know, Grizzleheim, I'm already like pretty, even in this video, I'm pretty high level for Grizzleheim. Like I could one-hit kill a lot of things with Ghoul or Banshee pretty quickly. So, you know, I'd rather have the attack all spell just so it'll be a little faster because I'm going to be destroying everything anyways. So, but Grizzleheim does get challenging. I'm mainly talking about, you know, the beginning parts of Grizzleheim. I'm not going to mention any areas. That'll be a little spoiler. But like the first, you know, like 3-4 parts of Grizzleheim, those areas are ridiculously easy. And, you know, you could destroy anything. And so there's that, and let me know your comments, your opinions, rather, I should say, about my decision for doing Mushu first, and then Grizzleheim. So, also, if you're wondering what part I'm gonna start Mushu in, I'm not sure, but it's gonna be I want to say at least like 5, make it maybe 6 parts. I'm not positive, guys, to be honest. Right there. I think, was that me attacking? Yep. Not able to kill the I'm not sure who I attacked. Did I attack Norton or the Wraith guy? No, the Spectre. Yeah, I attacked the Spectre. Oh yeah, and I prismed by accident because I thought he was deaf, and he's actually their myth type. That was a fail. Big fail. But again, I'm not positive when I'm gonna start Mushu. Probably 5-6 parts from now, if I had to guess. It could be more, it could be less. I doubt it's gonna be less, because remember, after this we have the dungeon in Crocotopia, dungeon in there's still a dungeon in Marleybone, which is still in the sub meetup. That dungeon will probably get cut up into 2-3 parts, because I remember we were in that dungeon for like 3 hours. It was a long dungeon. Again, I forgot how long these hidden and secret dungeons are. I usually don't do them. No one really wants to do them. So I forget, how long they take. So that's why my estimate and the amount of things I wanted to do was a little off, so to say, for this first subscriber meetup. Again, for the next one, which will be probably closer to the end of Mushu, I'm gonna have a live stream and I'll probably have a better time estimate on what we're gonna do. I'm still not sure exactly what dungeons I'm gonna do for Mushu in this sub meetup, but I'm sure I'll think of something. Yeah, those are really the main things I want to talk about. The black screens, a possible fix for that, so to say. Nice little Hydra right there. I haven't seen that spell be used in a while. So we finish off the battle there with Norton and his little other minions there. And I believe the last thing we need to do now is go ahead and defeat Grub, the main man himself. So it's a pretty quick dungeon. If you're high level, you could do this dungeon in probably like 10-15 minutes. I did not want Luke and other people to destroy the bosses and stuff in one shot. Oh, no, we have to talk to Marla first. Never mind.
Now that you have the key to the castle, you can get in and find some proof of Grub's existence. Hopefully, he won't be expecting visitors. Once you find proof of Grub's existence, meet me outside in front of the Death School.
Alright, so this is the final battle for this area. And right here, I'm just hauling ass trying to get there, so they don't start. And I believe we had a couple of disconnections or something. I believe 2 people DC'd or something like that. So I believe just me and Luke did this battle. Thanks for sticking around, Luke. Luke was I believe he was gonna stay no matter how long it took, and he actually did. So big shout out to him. Because we were, this whole thing was like 5-6 hours probably. I don't remember, but even I got tired. I had to call it a night before anyone else did. So we have Grub here, Big Bad Grub, and this guy actually does have some good drops. This is the only reason I farmed him for it, a couple drops myself. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned this. I might have mentioned this in the last video. I didn't get to do the Halloween towers. I know it's already December and stuff. But again, these videos are pre-recorded, so that's why I'm just mentioning it. I'm not sure when the sub meetup occurred. I'm not positive. But anyways, let's get to the interesting drops for Grub. He has 2 pets. He drops a blue cat thug, and it's dropped by Baron Mordecai, which is a oh my god, what's it called? A Halloween special boss. So you can only really farm him from Grub 24/7, as Baron Mordecai does disappear. He also drops the Greater Imp pet, which is also dropped by Baron Mordecai and Grub himself. The Imp is a life pet, and the cat thug is actually a storm pet. So he also drops the Wraith statue, which is my main reason when I farmed for him back then. And I actually got the Wraith statue. It was funny because I farmed this guy for the Wraith statue for an incredibly long time. I never got it. And then it was like Halloween. I'm not sure how. This might have been like 3 years ago or something. But it was Halloween in Wizards. So go ahead and do the towers, because if you don't know, the towers in Halloween, the high level ones, they drop stuff from random bosses, you know, the final boss in Dragon Spire, you know, Mushu, and Grub as well. So I actually got the statue there. I got like 2. And then next time I do Sunken City, I freaking get the statue. So it's funny how that turned out. So I ended up having like 3 Wraith statues. I think I sold one. I still have one in my house on my main account, and one just, I believe, sitting in storage somewhere or something. So yeah, let's go back to his interesting drops. He actually drops mounts. Unfortunately, they're not permanent mounts. They are one-day mounts. He drops the Batwing one-day mounts, and they are 40% increase in speed. So he drops blue fairy wings, and these look really cool. It is a one-day mount though, so it's only 20% bonus, which kind of sucks. The blue fairy wings also drop by the Kraken and Triton Avenue, so I believe the same for the Batwings. Yeah, the Batwings are dropped by a lot of bosses that I'm not gonna even mention, but they're dropped by a lot of like early level bosses, the Kraken included. He also drops the purple glider. If it's one day, it is 20%. So again, dropped by lots of bosses, you know, Lady Black Hope, Nightshade, and then he drops the Starlight Pony. Once a 20% one-day mount as well. Also dropped by basically every big major storyline boss in Wizard City. So there is his interesting drops. So for me personally, I actually never got either pet from him, so I don't know, maybe that's something I could target later on in the future. And another cool thing I actually got from him is back when I'm not sure if you know now, there's like a bunch of plants that drop treasure card blades. So like an ice blade, treasure card, storm blade. So those aren't too rare anymore, but back then when there was like no gardening, treasure card blades were right along the rarity of, you know, Dampen Magic and Life Bane. They were incredibly high up there. Not obviously as rare as Life Bane or Dampen Magic. If you don't know, Life Bane and Dampen Magic are both retired cards. Dampen Magic is worth the most, it's probably the most valuable treasure card in Wizard101. And right here, I believe, I don't know who that was. I believe maybe Blaine just came back. Too late for him. He already killed the boss. So, sucks for him. But yeah, anyways, back to the treasure card. So Dampen Magic is worth the most. I believe it limits. It's a bubble spell. So I believe it limits everyone to like they can only use a spell that's 3 pips or less or something. I don't remember, but I believe it's a pip limit spell. And Life Bane is basically dispel, like dispel the next life spell or something like that. But it doesn't matter about their effects. The fact is that they are both retired cards, so you can't get them anywhere else. Dampen Magic, you can actually get Life Bane from the Bazaar if someone sells it, but Dampen Magic, I believe, is no auction. So that's why those 2 cards are the rarest. Let me check. Make sure it, yeah, Dampen Magic is actually no trade and no auction, so you can't get this at all. So if you have this card, I mean, damn. I don't know. I'd go make a YouTube video about selling Wizard101 account and I have Dampen Magic on it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe get some good cash for it or something. Life Bane, I believe, is trade and auctionable, so, but it is still retired. Let me check. Treasure card Life Bane. Yeah, so you can trade and auction Life Bane. That's why they're a little less rare. Again, both cards are retired. So back to the treasure cards. Those were pretty high up there because no one knew what boss dropped them. So they were all a mystery. No one knew where you could get treasure card blades from, whether it be a storm, a life, myth, whatever, fire blade. And I was running while I was farming for the statue, I believe, and I actually got a storm blade treasure card. I was so amazed that of all the bosses, Grub dropped treasure card blades, and I did another run, and I got, I believe, another blade from him. And then I went and posted it on Central, and you know, a lot of people were like, wow, And, you know, I ended up selling those blades for, like, you know, 600 forum gold or some crazy amount. Because people were really buying those because they were incredibly rare. So, that's my story with Grubs, man. Interesting battles with him, including from the race statue. Never got any of his pets, either not the imp nor the cat thug, and then the treasure cards. And I guess I was one of the first people technically to find out that he dropped his treasure cards because no one knew. And after that, it's not even on Central anymore. I guess there's still rare drops for him, but no one really cares. No one's gonna farm him for treasure cards anymore. Now you just have honeysuckle plants. We drop all different types of blades. So blades are not even worth that much anymore, but that was my story with Grubs. But yeah, what part is this? I believe this is part like 96 or something. Not sure. No, we don't finish him off there. This is part 90. So yeah, this is part 96. So I haven't uploaded a visit video in a week, and this video probably won't be out until like Monday-ish. Maybe I'll upload this tonight, actually. I'm not sure. And right there, we finish off the final guy.
Defeated by a child? You may have won this time, but mark my words, I will return. Return to build my army of undead.
Alright, so that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.